Welcome, welcome. Welcome to today's Achieve Mastermind Call, Elevate Your Business. And this is Lila, Veronica. We're going to talk about collaboration today and really talk about how to create collaborative partnerships so that you can grow your business faster with greater ease and not have to work so hard and be out there. Collaboration is a way to bring more value to your clients. And collaboration is a way to elevate yourself amongst other colleagues. And collaboration is also a way to create more revenue, help more people. So I'm going to dive in. I'm going to share my screen. And this is a topic that's actually one of my favorites to talk about. If you're at all, and I'm just going to go here for a moment, if you're at all familiar with, astrology or ages, we've been entering this age of Aquarius, and it's a lot more about collaboration than it is individualism. And so community, connection, a lot of people are seeking this now, especially after the last couple of years with everything going on in the world. So let's talk about how to create strong collaborative relationships, because one thing that I find in business, in particular, in the world of helpers, the lovers of humanity, the bleeding hearts, I want to just help people, right? Those are my people. I love you. And at the same time, not everybody's going to be a strong collaborative partner. And you might want to help people, you might want to collaborate, it might just sound like a good idea, but it may not be, the best idea, because number one, the partnership might not be the best, just fit, or the actual partnership may not unfold right because of the process. So we're going to talk about how to create strong collaborative relationships today. Welcome, Leslie. So good to see you. Okay. So just as a reminder, sell, 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 and all will be well, well, well. And I just want you to take a moment and think to yourself, today, as this is being recorded, if you're watching it later, whatever day it is, today, this is being recorded, it's January 4th. How much do you have on the books for this year so far? I met with my team this morning, and it's clear how much I already have on the books this year. And I'm fascinated. I'm like, yeah, go girl. And it's only the 4th day of the year. So I want you to ask yourself, what do you have on the books so far for this year? What do you want to have on the books this year? And let's, just consider mapping it out. There's all this training available here, support systems, but really start to pay attention day to day until you are in the flow of what do you need to sell to reach your goals. And I already know what I need to sell, and I'm almost there, which is kind of neat to be almost there by January 4th, but I've been very focused is why. So as a reminder, go back to some of the training before sales calls, during the sales call, what to say. And then what we're really talking about today is after the sales calls, but this could actually be, some of this could be before, it actually could be during. You could be selling yourself instead of selling your services on some level. So I put it here after sales calls because, it's more important to really understand the embodiment piece, the being all in, the clarity, the sales system, handling objections, all of that's more important before you start going out there and creating collaborations. Because if you can't sell, don't bring somebody in on your boat that you can't take anywhere. Make sure your boat's motor runs before you go collaboration nation over here. Okay. So that's why I put it in this particular order. I recommend in this moment putting your arms up, opening your heart, your ribs, your throat, relaxing your belly down, softening your throat, and saying, I attract powerful partners.
I attract powerful partners.
I attract powerful partners.
Collaborating helps us all win.
Collaborating
helps us all win.
I am in full alignment with all that I create.
I'm in full alignment of all I create.
I'm in full alignment with all I create. Sorry about that, ladies.
Yes, that's amazing. So we want you to be able to collaborate so that everybody wins. So there's powerful, and that you stay in alignment. I don't want you going off just because you're with somebody. That's a big piece here. So I'm telling you all these things up front. Use these affirmations. You will call in powerful partners. I'm going to show you some examples and how. So what is collaboration? Here's what I'm going to, there's all sorts of ways to look at it, but here's what I'm going to share with it. And I'll give you my background in a moment, why I'm so passionate about this topic. Nobody loses in a collaboration. That's the idea here. Nobody loses. There's no loser. It's a win-win-win. Win for you, win for them, win for the client, the collective, whoever you're helping. The results are actually better. They're compounded. When two or more are gathered, the results aren't just double, they're exponential. And so the results are better for your clients and business in particular. That's the idea. You don't collaborate because you like someone. You collaborate because it's going to help people get better results. This is business. Okay. New ideas and experiences are available. When you bring other people in, they will spark new ideas. They will share other ideas. They have other experiences, wisdom, stories, everything that will complement you and actually, once again, get your people better results. So I am a big proponent of collaboration and being very mindful about who and how you do it. So here's why. My doctoral research, I spent about 15 years in the environmental world, working on basically every, the spectrum of projects. I've done pretty much everything, nonprofit consulting, air, water, soil, contamination. I've pretty much done everything. Tapped into a lot of the stuff, academia, scientists, consulting, like I said. I mean, I've worked for everything from Walmart to, little mom and pop things. So I really found that in order for me as an individual to make any sort of shifts in the environmental world, I needed to go to the people. I need to go to the decision making. And so I started doing research on decision making, and I was looking at public participation, stakeholder involvement, and collaborative decision making project. Collaboration was fairly new as a policy idea when I was studying this, and so I was doing a lot of research, and I'm going to show you what I found. And it's super simple, but the reason I'm bringing this to you is so that you can apply it to your business and keep it simple, just really keep it simple. Okay. I did some research on some dirty properties contaminated. That was, I did a lot of research around human health, decision-making, like I said, public participation. So here is my driving research question. If it's interesting to you. If you have any nerd in you at all, please, put in the chat, nerd. If you like research, this is hopefully interesting to you. So one of the primary, I did a lot of social science research, a lot of interviews, a lot of data collection. I've done quantitative analysis on qualitative research, which is a fascinating approach to research. But I really wanted to get to the crux of things without seeming too, just opinionated. I needed numbers. So that's why I did it this way. What are the factors influencing successful collaborative relationships with these brownfield projects, these dirty sites across the United States? That was my driving question. Why are some successful and some not? Because I had spent about a decade in this world of brownfield projects, and it was like, some would work out and some wouldn't. I'm like, what the heck? It's all the same science. It's not the science. It's all actually the same policy, mostly same policy. It's not the policy. It's the process of decision-making. So the reason I'm going here is that even in sales, or if you have a collaborative partnership, but even in sales, you're collaborating. They're working with you, you're working with them. It's a bit of a collaborative relationship. It's a win-win-win. So you want to ask yourself, like, what's the most important part? And it really is, it's fascinating when I show you the results. It's kind of funny, actually. But it's what I'm teaching you here. In business, it relates perfectly. So case studies, I said, what does successful even mean? First of all, right? Win, 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 win for you, win for them, win for all. Okay, so the whole world usually benefits when my clients benefit because I work with the helpers. I work with the people who love to help people. When those people make more money, right? When they sell more, when they charge more, when they reach more people, whatever it is, or they speak on more stages, more people win. And so this is the idea of successful collaboration. I have a partner, a collaboration partner I'll share with you later. Because of her work, my clients can receive my work even more, even deeper, even quicker, results faster. So I'm actually working with her to get certified in her methodology so that my clients get results even faster. So that's the idea here, is it needs to be a win-win-win, and don't sacrifice yourself just to collaborate because it kind of sounds like a good idea. You really need to look at this from a logical standpoint here. So a case study, Painesville, Ohio. I just want to tell this story because this story is really about listening. So in Painesville, Ohio, there was this project, and with the extra money that was involved, the city was going to put in bike paths. Well, this is on Lake Erie, the east side of Lake Erie. A lot of the year, it's actually pretty cold and snowy. And also, they already had some bike paths near the college nearby. They didn't really need it here. They didn't want it. There was some disdain in the community historically between the leaders and the business owners. And so because of that past, negativity, they brought in a consultant, did some surveys. Well, what they found, this is so simple, but what they found was that the city wanted flower pots, like these big flower pots, not the stakeholders basically wanted flower pots, even the community people. They wanted their downtown to be beautified, not the bike paths. They didn't care about that. No, not that many people are bikers in this area. It's actually pretty cold a lot of the year. So the city put in the flower pots, and what happened was the business owners, the community started to invest more in the beautification of the town, and then more businesses started to move in, and the downtown area started to get more lively and grow. And so it's what we found. This is just one example, but I think it's a perfect, example of what's possible with two-way communication, which I'll share more about in a second. Listening. You just listen to people a little bit more. The collaboration piece. So say you have a collaborative partnership, you need to talk a little bit more, back and forth, listen a little bit more. Make sure you guys are on the same page so that you're moving in the right direction, because you don't want to get into a project together and then have some sort of disagreement. You're like, oh, what are we doing? Get real clear ahead of time. I just want to show you this picture. I think this is kind of neat. This is the old hospital. It was a contaminated property, and they cleaned it up and, put up this, Lake Erie College area. And it's really beautiful. It's really beautiful now. So the stakeholders, like I said, the consulting company came in. There was a big success. I wanted to show you this too, because this is huge. So two-way communication amongst everybody was the number one factor contributing to successful projects. So communicate. What does that mean? Talk, but also listen. Become the brilliant question asker. If you need to know how to ask questions, go back to the training around reliable sales system, handling objections, and future casting. Future casting and the sales system in particular for visioning. Visioning questions are huge. So learn how to ask good questions, learn how to listen, learn how to share what you want to do. This is any sort of collaborative project you're going to do. Then I thought this was really interesting to share. The mayor versus city council system mattered. Top-down mayor versus more of a collaborative approach to government in the communities were less successful. So it's the same thing here. It's that if we want to be collaborative, you can do business all sorts of ways. All we're talking about today is collaboration. If you want to really have a successful collaboration, win-win-win, it's communication and everybody's on common ground. There's no top-down situation. That's not collaboration. That's just a different model. That's all. So I hope this little study has been interesting for you or helpful in business. I'm going to share a little bit more in a second. But what is two-way communication? Like I said, ask questions, listen, share, ask more questions, listen more, share more, ask more questions. that piece will save you so much in the end. And what you'll get in the end is a lot more satisfaction and a lot greater results. So this is a picture of a woman that I've collaborated with quite a bit. Her name's Elle Ingalls. She has a methodology called the pressure-free system or pressure-free method, where it's a system where you learn how to not release stress hormones like adrenaline, cortisol, and all that into your body. There's a 10-second window between you're triggered and when the body releases it. So I think what she has is brilliant, because when my clients are not in stress hormones, it's much easier for them to say, do sales calls, speak on stages with ease, coach their clients, take action without getting in the monkey mind, all of that. So the adrenaline will kind of get them stuck, confused, overwhelmed, all of that kind of stuff. So when I can collaborate with her, I have brought her in on my retreats. I have brought her in on every one of my online programs. She has brought me in as an introduction to all of her online, like she does a lot of online conferences and summits and stuff, and her retreats. We've done retreats together. We've done programs together. We've both had clients who worked with both of us. So this is a perfect match for what I do. So ask yourself now, it's like, who would be the perfect match that would help my people get greater results and help me grow my business? And I could help this person grow their business. It's just a win-win-win. So really feel into that and see if anybody comes up right now as I just asked that question. So what I would say is, before we meet again, before next week, is, think about some of these potential collaborators. Maybe they're not for sure, but just going to be like, okay, I think maybe these three people might be collaborators. We could do some cool stuff together this year. Then have a phone call set up and talk, ask the questions, see where they're going, see what would make sense, see, what's possible. Just have some conversations, open up the communication. That's what I recommend doing, setting up some conversations between now and next week. It's the first of the year. Why make your life harder? Get people on board with you, right, to move forward, and just talk, communicate. It's really all it is. So I'm going to bring you guys out and ask you what you think about that. Is that helpful for your own, where you are in your own business journey?
I'm inspired. I'm about to schedule a call right now, Lila.
Action. Yeah. Yeah, that's great. Jill, will you unmute yourself, darling?
I've been doing collaboration, but I didn't know like the framework. I trust my intuition of like what direction I'm going, but I have a little more like it's just nice to put a little more like solid framework around it, and now I'm confident to pursue it more.
Cool. I love it. Well, since we have a few more minutes, I would love if you guys want to share, just as a resource, because I don't know if I'll know anybody now, but maybe I'll come across somebody shortly. Are there any kind of collaborators that you're looking for? Who would be an ideal kind of collaborator?
For me, I met someone today. He's a sleep coach, and working with massage clients, it's the number one topic that comes up is their sleep habits. And what a beautiful thing to offer them. And also as a high ticket level offer, Robert, like I have my lower ticket, but like the high ticket offer is not developed yet. And that is a collaboration will have to come into it, because it's my offer. It's only one thing. So it'll include collaboration. So really, really excited to work with him. And we really connected and collaborated already. And like, we haven't even sent an email yet. We just talked, but it's just really clear that this is a dual beneficial. So I'm just take it one step at a time, work with him, get that in motion, start there, and then try the next will come. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Before the end of the year, I did also a training on referrals. You might want to check it out. It's probably
Where
not-
are your trainings? How do I find
not-
them?
that one's actually, that's not uploaded yet, but they'll get uploaded soon. The first couple are, the rest aren't. So they'll get uploaded soon.
And where are they exactly in the website?
They're in Achieve Resource Center. I sent them over to Vanessa and she puts them up.
Okay.
So it might be a little bit because they're traveling too. So, and I got to get them over to her. So, that's another thing to start to consider.
Yeah.
Starting to talk to people too, because there's like collaborators, there's referrals. Maybe it's a little bit of both. Like Elle's
Yeah.
a referral partner too, and vice versa. So there's a little bit.
Right.
You can do different things with people that
Yeah.
you have to really trust and enjoy working with. Cool. I love this for you.
Yeah.
So you are sleep, like a sleep coaches. Anybody else?
Meditation. I'm actually no Leslie. We're actually gonna work, and then she's gonna work at an event. Maybe we'll try to, like, as I create more of my services, include people like Leslie to come, and we're both in Denver. So yeah, it's just, I think it's organic. It feels organic. That's what's important to me, is it feels organic and just in line. And there's nothing, I think there'll be other avenues too that come along, but right now I'm like, okay, let's just work with what I'm like really comfortable with holding this.
We could do
Get
one.
out your comfort zone, Mamacita.
What's it?
I said, get out of your comfort zone.
Oh, no, I'm good. I'm good. Like, it'll come. I'm good though.
I love it.
There's a lot. I'm working with
No, I'm
Robert.
good. I love that about you, Jill. No,
Um,
thanks.
I mean, it's just working with Robert. It's not my comfort zone in itself, right? It's like, I just handed him my business plan and everything else. So we're like in motion for that. So it's a lot of like starting things right now.
Yeah, a lot of new energy right now.
Yeah.
What about you, Leslie? Are you looking?
Well, one of my new favorite business coaches and a wise woman told me that everybody wants to be healthier, wealthier, or wiser. So
Okay.
I am thinking about how to create some referral partnerships with people who do that kind of stuff, because
Yeah.
that certainly would fit in with the energy blueprint plan that I've created. And I have I know
What would I
a
do
woman
for
right
you?
now who does business coaching, and she's already got the language of human design. So I'm feeling like that'll be an easy call. That's the first one I'm going to make.
Perfect.
And then I'm also thinking about reaching out and finding some people who focus on the financial coaching part of things, because I don't do any of that. But if people want to be wealthier, I can help put them in touch with them and figure out how to make that, what is it you said, a win-win-win? So I'm feeling like that's a gap that could be filled fairly easily as well. I just have to tap into my community already. I don't typically, I have some people like that in my circle. I just don't typically think about collaborating with them, because until you said it to me, I felt like they did something very different than what I do. But
yeah, they may.
if everyone wants to be wealthier too, I would like to share that.
I love it. I have an idea for you to maybe play with a question if you want one.
Me.
And this is really for anybody. It's like for you too, Jill. It's like for anybody.
Mhm.
It's you look at the market, and there's different people doing different things, and you kind of look and you say like, and who do I enjoy? Who do I align with? The energy, right? Of course, the intuition piece, like Jill said, I love that. Perfect. And then it's how could, like, there's a gap, basically. This is what I recommend. There's a gap. It's like you see somebody, they're doing, for example, business coaching, like you said. But if they had the energy piece, right? If they had the body piece, if they had the mindset piece, whatever the piece is that they're missing, then they could have better results. So that's what I would start to ask with you, Leslie, is to kind of look at people, no matter who you meet, it's like, oh, could their clients get better results
If they understood their energetic.
if they had the energy piece? And I'll tell you what, one of my girlfriends, she's a smart woman. She did TED Talk, she's a smart woman. We were on a walk one day and she said to me, she was having some challenges with money and all of this stuff. And we were just walking, doing one of these women walk things. And I said to her, money, it's just energy, baby.
Mm-hmm.
And it changed her life.
Hmm.
She has her own business now. She has all these things. She's rocking it. But she was really trying to figure out this money piece. And I just said, money, it's just energy, baby.
That's simple.
You know, I'm like, whatever, all Jamaican over here. And so I would say people get in the energy piece and they you could pull that in. You say, hey, have you ever thought about, putting the energy piece in and your clients getting bigger results? Money, it's just energy, baby. Or something like that.
Yeah, no, it's really
Like,
good.
that's what I would say for anybody. It's like the body piece, even it's like people would get bigger results if their body wasn't in pain.
Yeah, absolutely. That's
right?
really
They have
good.
more energy.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
We would like to like name it like that. Because we
Yeah.
kind of talk around that we would talk around it a lot, and then like to name it like this is what we're doing. This is actually what we're doing, filling the gap.
Yeah. And then you start to see like where the value add is and how it
Yeah.
just makes sense to work with somebody. Cause like whatever you guys do together on the back end, the people will get even greater. results.
Totally.
All right, friends. Is this good? Helpful?
Yeah, thank you.
All right. We're going to talk next time about testimonies and, how to get testimonials so that you can use them as marketing material later, basically.
That's great.
So there's different ways to do it, and I'll show you guys a couple different options.
Great.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Have a great week. Get
Thank
some
you.
administration going.
See you next time.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, Joe.
Bye.